Here we go. New stuff, everybody. Oh, cool. It's a solar wedge to look at the sun. So let's have a look. Okay, we've got a little locking screw. Got what looks like an ND filter. Oh gosh, it's quite heavy. Right, so it was a really nice box it came in. And we've got the solar wedge. This is the version 1 of this. They were on offer, so got a huge discount, as you'd expect, in my usual fashion. And the Altair solar wedge. This end goes onto your telescope. So your telescope's here and fits there. Then on the back, you frame up the image of the sun, and it has these vents here which are for cooling. Here you have a 2" to 1 1/4" inch adapter. Now I need some instructions to actually learn how to use this thing. The one thing with anything to do with the sun is that it's incredibly dangerous, which is why you need special pieces of equipment to look at it. And this is not designed to be used with reflector telescopes. It can only be used with a refractor telescope. Yeah, that's interesting. It just looks like kind of a wedge of glass, and then the heat absorption bit is at the back here, and then it reflects through, and there's obviously a filter there as well. I think instructions, definitely instructions. The new version of this, I think this bit is also in the gold, sort of orangey gold, anodized as well. Apparently that's the only difference. So according to this diagram, you can rotate the body and that changes the brightness. That is the energy diffusion screen. And this here looks as if it fits, so it is an ND filter there, to screw that into an eyepiece. It's got a polarizing filter, which you rotate this, and then you have a locking screw, this one here, locking thumb screw rotating brightness adjustment, fits in there. So that must screw into there. Just to scare you even more, the first thing that the size scan hand controller says, yeah, okay. I've put in the location coordinates. Now we need to go through to object list, and then we need to go to solar system. Now I've got the lens cap on the actual telescope, so I'm just going to test a slew. So there we go, sun, warning, yep, never look, and then go, view object. And the mount is now slewing. I have not polar aligned. I forgot to put the clutch on, so it hasn't slewed. I'm going to park it and we'll start that one again. So I'm just parking the mount and we'll try again. Only this time I'll actually lock the clutches. And it's telling me I can turn the power off, but I don't want to do that. Parking cancelled, that's good. Object list. Solar system. And go, view object. Now we're slewing properly. I won't look at the sun, but I can see it hasn't got there. The sun is there and the scope is pointing there, so I'll manually slow it round a little bit and then hopefully it'll be roughly in frame. Well, it took a while to find the sun, but there it is. That's the sun just there, and if you look here, this is what you see. Sunspots. Sunspots. And all I did was use the hand controller, which I've got here, and the hand controller I'm just using to move the sun around, you can see some pretty amazing things there. That is the sun just there, which is so cool. So I'm going to take some video of this and then try and stack those video frames and see if we can get any details from the sun. This is amazing, absolutely amazing. Here we are in AutoStackit. I'm going to take one of the video files, this one here, the .ser file, and just drag and drop onto AutoStackit, and it opens it fairly quickly. Now what I want to do is select surface, because I'm looking at the surface of the sun, and then I click Control and click onto one of the sunspots to act as a reference point. Now what I want to do is analyze this image so that we can see what sort of quality the graph actually will be. So we'll click Analyze. Okay, so we've got a graph here. I'm going to choose probably 60% of the frames to stack, which we've got here. I then need to click Place Alignment Points Grid, so we click on that, and AutoStackit then populates different alignment points on this image. So I'm going to leave all of the settings that you see here pretty much the same, and I'm just going to click on Stack. The stacking has now finished. Let's have a look at our final image. It's created a folder with P60 for the percentage frames stacked that we put in earlier. And when we click in here, we've got two files. One of them is the sharpened one of them is the unsharpened one. We'll have a look at the unsharpened one first. Okay, interesting. So it's somewhat out of focus, it's not been sharpened. So let's have a look at our sharpened one. Oh wow, that looks super cool. It's probably slightly over sharpened, but I've never done any stacking with the sun before, so I think that looks quite cool. I'm going to go through and stack some of the others, and I'll show you the image at the end.